Hey guys, this is Solidworks group. Today we're gonna have a look at how to do 3D sketch. So the reason we're doing the 3D sketch versus 2D sketch is let's just have a look at the the difference between two first. Okay, so let's go to the sketch. So once you go to the sketch, there's two different types of sketch you can see from this menu. The first one is just sketch, and then the second thing is 3D sketch. So if you just select this, the normal sketch is basically you have to select a plane, and then on that plane, okay, let me actually just like make it visible. So on this top plane, you have to actually just draw any kind of sketch like this. So what that means is if you just rotate, okay, let's just exit the sketch, and then it's only gonna be able to be inhibited in this, the top plane surface, okay? No matter what you do. However, let's delete it, and I'm just gonna actually unhide it, and then let's go to the second option, which is the sketch, and then 3D sketch. And then as you can see, this is not even actually asking us to select the face, and it's only gonna show the origin, basically. So then if you go to a sketch and then just try to draw a line, and then just like, I'm just gonna start from the origin, and then as you can see, some kind of like two additional arrow has been created. So what that means is you can only actually just draw the lines, which is the X and Y direction. If you're having a look at this origin point, and then this two arrows is actually just directing to X and Y direction. So no matter what you do from here, you can only actually just draw the lines from X to Y plane, okay? However, you want to make, so let's just make it a little bit cleaner. Wait, I'm just gonna actually just like undo this mouse. Alright, so let's say actually we draw a rectangle from here, okay? So I'm just gonna actually draw a rectangle which is just 1 inch. I'm just gonna go the opposite way and come back now. And then I know this is not exactly in the Y kind of vertical direction, so the way you can do it is just if you click it, and there will be actually the box kind of showing up right beside the mouse cursor. So you can actually just like click Y because this is the Y direction. And then as you can see, you can just like make a rectangle. However, you want to actually just like create a connecting line. So then the way you can do is I'm just gonna click L to activate the line, and then once you click this point, and then it's still directing to X and Y. But from here, in order for us to make a, the square shape or just like rectangular box, you have to press tab to just change the origin point from X, Y to the next two different points. So if you press tab, can you see that actually that X directing arrow was just changed to Z? So you'll be able to actually just draw another line, which is here. And if you come back here, and then if you carefully having a look at here, this is directing to the Z direction and also the Y direction. So if you want to go to the left, which is just like X direction, you have to press tab one more time. And then you can see right now it's converting to Z and X and Z direction. So then you can come back to the point, and then right now actually we have an option to just like draw a Z direction of the line, and then you can just connect here. Right? But still, this is not perfectly kind of the kind of vertical or horizontal to the Z direction, so you have to just make sure just press Z, so it could be actually just like kind of directing to exactly to the Z direction. Alright, so then let's just finish up this kind of rectangle. So I'm just gonna click one more time, but it's not directing to the Y, so you have to press tab one more time and then come back here. So I'm just gonna do a little bit quicker. So right now actually it's just like pointing not to the Z, so you have to press Z. I'm in tab, and then just connect one more time. Alright, and I'm just gonna click one more time, and then I'm just gonna press tab. Alright, so this one seems good, and I'm just gonna click OK, and then fortunately we are directing to Z. Nice. And then the one last line is just from here to the height. Just press one more time to just direct on Y, and then connect here. Okay, there should be a lot, some relation that we have to assign, which is just like we have to just direct to Z, we have to direct him to the X, and then we have to direct him to the Y from here. Okay, and then kind of same way you can also just assign the dimension from here, which is it's gonna be 0.75, let's say. Okay, and then the height is 1 inch, and then the other thing you can do is you can also apply the width. So on this side one, you can just apply 0.5. okay? And as you can see, everything is turning into black. It's exactly same as just 2D sketch, but the only difference is just basically it's just like 3D kind of mode, not in one plane. So you can actually just keep changing the kind of origin point that you can actually just draw the 3D sketch from. So you have to actually well utilizing just tap to just like keep changing the direction of the arrow. So then you can actually just draw that line. It's a little bit more advanced for sure compared to 2D. But once you get familiar with this one, and then you'll be able to have a lot of opportunity kind of utilizing this one for our next video, which is the Wellman. So let me show you actually what's going to be like Wellman look like. So once actually exit the sketch first, and then let's just go to Wellman, and then there's a not a lot of options, but from here one of the most common one is structure member. And then if you have a kind of pre-assigned kind of member, then you can just like click this line, and then that's just gonna create another group, something like this, and then just like extruding like something like this. This is too big for a kind of small sketch, but you can just like, okay, let me just like adjust the size of it. So this is like not big enough for kind of showing the kind of scale of something. So I'm just gonna actually increase to 10 inch for the width or length, and then even further here I'm just gonna do 10 inch, and I'm gonna assign actually the width of this by 10 inch, okay? And then I'm just gonna exit the 3D sketch. That's good. And then I'm just gonna go back to the Wellman and then structure member, okay? And then this is just to show how this is working, but for the future video actually I'm just gonna have a simple look at actually how you can actually apply this one. Alright, so from here the way you can just activate is just you can select one of them, and then just select one of them, and also I will also just go through how to set these things up, but for now actually let's just like see how that's kind of working, okay? So if you're okay, I think this is not the very best one. I'm just gonna go to the edge, and then I'm just gonna apply, I'm just gonna apply actually one of the lines here, and then as you can see actually there's some type of like kind of frame kind of created based on the length of the line, and also sometimes actually you can even actually rotate it like 180 degree, or you could even do 270, or you could even do 90 to make it more sense, okay? And then you can also just create a new group, and then just apply another kind of new group, which is just different kind of edge side, and then just create a new group, and then just create another one, and then create another one, and then just like create one, okay? And then just press enter, and that's just gonna show us some some type of structure member stuff like this, okay? So yeah, this is the way actually just like you're utilizing those 3D sketch for kind of Wellman kind of structure. But this is definitely beneficial and good to know, especially if you're in the sheet metal industry. We use a lot of actually like extrusion, and that is a case actually we're using this one a lot. So I just wanted to get familiar and then just keep practicing some 3D sketch, and then for the next video I will just definitely have a look at come with actually just design ideas, so we can actually just follow along and then just get familiar, and then I will provide more actually example that we can just follow along and then just keep practicing, because like without practicing, just like drawing some kind of 3D sketch doesn't actually make us happy, because we want to create some design so that actually we can have more achievement kind of feeling, right? All right, so that's it for today's kind of 3D sketch, and that's basically everything. So we don't need to know anything else. So I think this is pretty much enough information. So I hopefully just this video was helpful for you, and if this video was helpful, then actually just kudos and then subscribe to this channel. All right, I will see you next one. Bye.